Hello everyone, welcome back. Kevin with Survivalist Boards. I apologize if I sound like I am tired, because I am. Been out here working the fields, doing some videos, and the topic of this video is going to be kind of varied. The references for this video is going to be, first, The Black Death, Chronicle of the Plague by Jonas Knoll. This is my book. Posted some videos about this a long time ago. Chronicles some of the difficulties that people went through during the Black Death. And then, next reference we have is Life in a Medieval Village by Francis and Joseph Guys. Both these books are mine. Some of y'all may know. Big history fan. So we're going to take those historical references. We're going to take these historical references and we are going to apply them to today's video. Is that one of the things is that whenever crap finally hits the fan, you bug out. If you're lucky enough not to starve to death on the side of the road or starve to death trying to get to a friend's farm or out to the wilderness, if you don't catch the disease and die along the road on the bushes or in the woods somewhere and you're finally able to make it to somebody's farm, would you help them work the fields? As Francis and Joseph Guys talked about in their book, is that there was the landowners and then the people that worked the land, or really the landlord. He was in charge of the land. And then they had the people that would help work the land. So if you finally made it out to a friend's farm, would you help work the land? And what would happen? What would happen is I see two different groups of people. In a complete collapse of society, you're going to have, well, two or three different groups of people. You're going to have your landowners. You're going to have the people that work for the landowner. Then you're going to have the vagabonds, the people that just travel around trying to steal, trying to get whatever they can rather than working, or becoming a serf or a peasant or working peasant. Let's say that somebody shows up at the farm and tell them, okay, if you're lucky enough to show up with an RV or a tent or something, tell you what, we'll put you back there at the very back of the property. We'll measure out 100-foot square. You can garden that 100-foot square with your family. And then besides that, you're going to help work all this. So then we have medieval village style community garden teamwork. Maybe like what Thomas Jefferson envisioned, where a network of farms, loosely connected farms, are trading with each other. They have their own monetary system. They have their own laws, have their own rules, have a collective gardening system, where this farm over there is growing such and such, or corn, and this farm over here is growing beans, and this farm over here is growing peas. And then they all trade, and they all grow their individual crops that they're going to barter with, such as cucumbers, or squash, or zucchini, or peppers, or spices, cilantro. That type of collective teamwork would eventually, I think, come into play. If people are able to get out of the city and make it to the countryside, hopefully they won't bring the new plague with them. So the big question is that do you have a place to go in a complete collapse of society? Do you have these mutual aid agreements in place that we're going to bug out to your farm, we're going to bug out to my cousin's house, whatever. You've got a place for us to park our RV. He's got a barn back there, a shed we can stay in. We'll help him work the field, and in return, we get part of the crops, able to turn a little part of the farm into our own little farm, have us a little place to garden. Kind of a replay of life in a medieval village. All right, guys and gals, that's it for now. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will talk to y'all later.